Cash Johnny Caine's An American View, 1958. Back in 1958, I was 45 years old and stuck in a sun-bleached apartment in Palm Springs. With paint peeling, dreams fading, the fan oscillating like it was trying to hypnotize me into staying mediocre. I had a job that made my soul yawn and a wallet that coughed dust. Always broke, always behind, always waiting for something that never came. Nights were the worst. Me, the bottle, and the silence. The three of us fooling each other with comfort while I drifted somewhere between regret and resignation. Every success story I heard made my stomach twist, not out of hatred, but out of that gnawing, shameful jealousy that comes when someone else makes it and you haven't even tried. I hated that about myself, that bitter undercurrent, that slow rot. But I couldn't help it. It plagued my thoughts. Sometimes I'd think about her, the one I let walk. Maybe she'd have stayed if I'd been braver, louder, less afraid of being seen. But I wasn't, and she didn't, and I carried that echo like a scar. God damn, I dreamed of more than that. Not money, not fame, just more life. The kind you feel in your bones, in your chest, in the way your fingers tap the wheel on a long drive. I never understood why folks settle like they did, like I did. How they clocked in, cashed out, and drank themselves numb every Friday like they were trying to forget that that was all there was. But I sure as shit couldn't, and it burned, and it hurt, and it made me feel like a failure most days, not because I'd tried and lost, but because I hadn't tried at all. It didn't change all at once, it never does. But the morning after my 38th birthday, something inside just snapped loose. Soft and quiet, like a rope finally worn through. I didn't shave my head or climb a mountain. I just sat down at my kitchen table and started writing what I felt. Pain, confusion, scraps of something real. Night after night, I poured it out. Ink instead of whiskey, pages instead of pity. And slowly it took shape. I called it Loser Life, 'cause that's what it was. My life, raw and scraped, a song for the nobodies and the could-have-beens. I mailed pieces of it off to newspapers and figured I'd hear nothing, except maybe ridicule or the taunting breeze. But the universe has a strange sense of timing. People read it, then they felt it, said it sounded like their life, like their story, like someone had finally said what they were too tired to say. The pages passed from hands to hearts, and pretty soon publishers were knocking. Checks were printing, and the story, my story, caught fire. I quit the lame-ass job and let the bottle go for good. I bought time and peace and clean mornings, and I didn't owe anyone a damn thing. Money started rolling in like waves, slow and steady. Not too much, but enough to breathe, enough to choose. So I chose to disappear in the best way, not to run, but to roam. I bought a brand new baby pink Buick Caballero, all chrome and curves and dreams on wheels. I packed a bag and grabbed my old journal and pointed the grill toward Anytown, USA. I had no plans and no deadlines, just gas, road, and the sound of America humming underneath my tires. Desert sunrises, motel neon, the hiss of diners waking up in small towns. I wanted to see it all. Not because I was running from something, but because I'd finally found something worth running toward. I wanted to taste the country the way a man tastes the wind when he's finally left the smoke behind. Chapter 1 was written and on the shelf. It was time for Chapter 2 to begin, and it would be epic. And it was all going to begin in Vegas.